Hello there, Professor and classmates. Today, I would like to invite you to the introduction and explanation of an opportunity that you can take up at any stage of your life, at any discipline and field of study, and any profession that you intend to develop into a career. How many of you listening to this presentation gets excited or would get excited if you knew that it is possible for you in the span of 1 year to become a United States and United Nations diplomat? I am here to tell you about both the requirements and the benefits of the choice that is within your reach. I have developed a method for education called the wilderness method. It is based on the 2021 decisions of the United Nations conference that has been observing and sharing the statistics and the results of professional opinions in human trafficking, fighting human trafficking globally. The uncontested and resounding conclusions were that the most effective way to fight human trafficking is by prevention. Prevention means education of people who might be vulnerable, and in general the entire public and population of the world, on how to recognize signs of human trafficking and human rights. When you know what your rights are, when you have an experience and a belief in the sanctity of life and the value of life, you relate to others differently because you are capable of setting boundaries for yourself and other human beings. It is also true nationally and on international levels as well. Today I am here to help the United Nations to locally ratify the international laws put in effect in 2021 on a resounding decision. It happened in the Congress of the United Nations. Very little has been done in this respect in the world. Therefore, I find myself privileged that I have been introduced to the importance of this work and how to become a diplomat, both in national and international levels. I had a revelation during my studies. I was healing past hurts I have suffered both in the Eastern Bloc, growing up during the Cold War, and throughout my career as a special education field worker in the United States, in the UK, in California and Hawaii. I have been healing from conditions that have been affecting my personal well-being. Therefore, I was solely inspired that human rights education is not only the most effective way to prevent human trafficking, but also the most effective way to heal it. Especially if we are looking for the very origins of boundary building and healthy relationship building, both personal levels and internationally, in wilderness, exposure to nature, surviving the challenges that nature provides us with. This wilderness method became a project called Camp Justice. Camp Justice has the privilege to educate the public about human rights for human trafficking prevention. But we need volunteers because it's a non-profit. We need fundraisers so we could reach the most exposed and vulnerable human beings and demographics in the world. COVID-19 did not take away from the world's population of 8 billion. In spite of all the unfortunate passings, we now have 9 billion people in the world. And we need 9 billion people on our team. It will require significant effort. And there is a method for that too, which is for another presentation. Today, I simply would like to show you how to become a diplomat working for the United Nations, working for the United States Institute of Diplomacy, and working for Camp Justice, learning about the wilderness method and teaching others in your life who you care about to remain safe for the rest of their life. The rewards are immense. Both documentation of your studies and therefore a better career opportunities, personal enrichment, and the knowledge that you serve others, building a better world, the ultimate reward. I would like to introduce you to this whiteboard that I have previously prepared. This whiteboard might be very detailed, and I will only show you the main structure. To become a United States and United Nations acknowledged and documented diplomat, you will have the opportunity in 4 stages to accomplish that in 1 year. That's the minimum. You can take longer if you need longer. But let's see what it really entails. In the first stage, you want to apply to become a student diplomat. And you will go through a 1-week retreat training, studies, and exams to receive instructions on a diplomatic ethical lifestyle, educational skills, and human rights content, its relationship to human trafficking. You will also be receiving a swearing-in ceremony, a certificate, and a student of diplomacy ID, an official ID of being a diplomat. Your activity could end here. Just learning about the organization, learning about the mission and its global significance. But you will have options in your life documented for your resume, new doors opening for you, just after investing 1 week of your time in the retreat. But if so you choose to use your golden new learned skills and return to Camp Justice for a summer camp, you have the opportunity to become a volunteer counselor for the summer camp and learn even more new skills and content. You will have to apply, and if you are accepted in the summer camp, you have to spend at least 2 camp periods, 2 times 10 days. That is when we have youth in the camp. You will have another 4 days of background studies, preparations, work that you contribute to the Camp Justice team. So altogether you would have to set aside 2 times 14 days to qualify as a graduating counselor, receive this certificate on the wilderness method, and other relevant certificate. Then you have the option to, you have earned your reference letter for your resume and new applications, either to college or a job. You will have free room and board during the 28 days of your stay in Camp Justice. You can again continue to share what you have learned with the public. No obligations. You have already received the benefits and did your service. But if so you choose to again return to Camp Justice and continue the work, reinvest your talents that you have learned and acquired in Camp Justice, you are able to apply for the 3rd stage as an intern or coach. In this stage, in the 3rd stage, you will be in the summer 100-day camp, youth camp. You would have the title and position of a coach for volunteers, volunteer counselors, and the remaining of the year as an intern to one of our highly trained diplomatic mentors. The mentorship will prepare you for humanitarian administration. It means you will learn about leadership skills, you will be practicing your teaching skills, public speaking, and you will have to show that you have completed an academic specialized skill in a certain profession of your choice that is relevant to a direction where you can contribute to the mission of Camp Justice. You also need to receive intense human rights education at this stage. Your activity will be 1 year minimum. You can stay on 2, 3, 4 years if you did not earn yet your bachelor's degree, because the benefit of this 3rd stage is working with professional humanitarian teams internationally. And for that, the requirement anywhere you go will be a bachelor's degree. If you do not have a bachelor's degree, you continue to remain on the third level until you earned it. But you will have character development opportunities, team building responsibilities, year-round living, so that you can participate fully in the humanitarian causes, and you will receive free board and room while you are receiving internship. You can continue your studies at any choice of your university and with the United Nations courses that we will make available for you. You will need to apply the knowledge applied. Now it's not, we are talking about a form of application, but you need to apply what you have learned, the knowledge in real life, and help us ratify the international laws of global United Nations locally, making global law local application. Camp Justice is just as a project like that. And while you stay at Camp Justice, you will learn about our culture. When you completed the internship and the coaching, you completed your bachelor's degree, you will receive certifications and reference letters accordingly. Also, again, new doors will be opening for you at your career. New opportunities will be made available for you, and that's up to you what you want to make of all this. But if so you choose to use all your earned talents and knowledge to reapply again with Camp Justice and continue the work of diplomacy, you will be filling up at the pot at the end of the rainbow with your golden talents. Then you may qualify for the fourth stage. The fourth stage is the stage of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship has prerequisites. You need to complete all previous 3 stages. You have to go through the training, and you need to be willing to sign up for the master's degree college education of any field and interest of your choice, because all aspects of life is human rights related. You will have to develop a vision for your future project and a business plan, and we're going to help you develop this vision and business plan. You want to participate in an annual masterminds. At this point, you don't have to live in Camp Justice. You can live anywhere else in the world, but you need to come to Camp Justice once a year for the masterminds regroup and retreat. And you need to show that you are capable of leading people for organizational administration and fundraising. Your activities will be supported by you having been given the rights at the end of your entrepreneurship training to franchise Camp Justice. It is not a payment related. There is no cost to it, but you have to earn it by participation and doing service. You will have a training and background support of our team at all times. You need to get yourself a hospitality or similar to hospitality business that can generate income flow and support your fundraising. That's why the business plan, because the franchise and the wilderness method and the camp justice can be applied to any hospitality and any demographics. You will decide at what discipline, who would you like to serve. You want to become part of our prevention service network, our international network, to eliminate injustice from the world. And that's the ultimate goal. The benefits will be a lifelong service and fulfilled career. Don't take it for granted. This is a tremendous benefit. A national and international network of friends. An academic and humanitarian recognition. And the ultimate reward is living in a better world, leaving a better world behind for the next generations. Thank you for listening. I really hope you join our Camp Justice movement and give us a try, starting at one end of the rainbow, overarching the whole world, and ultimately investing your golden talents in the pot at the other end of the rainbow. As a closing words, I would like to quote for you Walter Reuther, who said, "There is no greater calling than to serve your fellow men. There is no greater contribution than to help the weak. There is no greater satisfaction than to have done it well." But this beautiful work is not without its challenges. You need to have determination. You need to have grit. And let me tell you, I find George Horace Lorimer very apt when he shares his words and thoughts on this. You have got to get up every morning with the determination if you are going to go to bed with satisfaction. These thoughts inspired me along my way, and I hope they meant a lot to you, enriching your life already, and you would like to hear more, find out more. If so, please let me know. Thank you very much for watching. Aloha.